Hi, this is Sarah from Align with Sarah. Thanks for being here for the live stream that we do, we, meaning me, the second Tuesday of, or the second third, take two. The second Wednesday of every month. I do a live stream that has to do with explaining and demonstrating the emotional freedom technique. Sometimes we just call it tapping. And the focus is relieving anxiety. You can use tapping to relieve any sort of chronic pain, any struggle in life. It's a really incredible tool that helps mostly with just the resetting of the thinking that we're doing. We're constantly manifesting whatever it is that we believe we deserve or what life is about. And when we're doing things like tapping, we're pushing affirmations out of our mouth into our mind. We're listening to them, maybe we're saying them, and we're giving acupressure. We're finding a new rhythm for those affirmations, those statements that are positive and also empowering, where we're just setting the intention of letting things go. And we're using a little bit of Chinese medicine with the meridian points that we give attention to. And it's all pretty amazing. So it's worth trying. I mean, you got nothing to lose, right? So the focus, like I said, with these is usually anxiety. That is the case today. And a little bit of the conversation to introduce the work that we're going to be doing is around the experience, the emotion, the choice of allowing. We are always in these two different states. We're either allowing the struggle to have all of our attention, or we're allowing our focus to be on solutions. We typically tend to one or the other. Are we always talking about the problem, or are we asking people for advice for a solution? Much different energy, much different process. One is way more empowering than the other. And when we come to a practice like this, the more open mind that we have, the more able we are able to shift gears of what we're paying attention to. So we are going to tap the karate chop point first. That is like if I were to karate chop a board right now, what would make contact with that board is that meaty part. My pinky finger comes down, my last knuckle is here, and then there's some soft tissue in this meaty part of the hand. We begin here. This is the first point that we connect to, and then we're going to make a cycle of center body points. We're here at the top of the eyebrow, the side of the eye, under the nose, the chin. These are my collarbones. The collarbone tapping is just underneath that. And then we have the armpit point, and we go around in that cycle several times. And then at the end, I like to tap at the top of the head. So we are going to begin here at the karate chop point. And again, we're focused on anxiety. This works for anything. We're going to set the intention of calming and focusing the mind on solutions. That seems to be helpful for a lot of things, right? So we'll begin there, but we will acknowledge anxiety. Feel free to switch that. We can work with, you can be thinking neck pain. You can be thinking financial strain. You can be thinking relationship, whatever. I look at chronic pain. It is a symptom that is expressing differently, but we tend to have the energetic imbalance as the problem. So whatever it is you're filling in the blank. Let's just arrive here in this moment. I've already started tapping. I'm down here just very, very gently, just paying attention. You could be tapping with your right or with your left, just showing up and trying. Even though I feel this struggle. I love and I accept myself just the way I am. Even though I feel this struggle, I love and I accept myself just the way I am. Simply saying that can be a challenge. Hearing that can be a challenge. And it might feel more realistic. We want to be have integrity with our words. So we can say, even though I feel this struggle, I'm willing to begin that journey to self-love and appreciation starting right now. Nice deep breath. We're going to one more affirmation right here. Even though I feel this struggle, I love and I accept myself just the way I am. Coming up here to the top of the eyebrow, even though I feel this struggle, my reaction, my emotion, my choices of how I respond to my environment are my choices. If I have a choice, I can empower myself to make new choices. Focusing on solutions, awareness of my attention to the problem. Let that flow into something productive. Even though I feel this struggle, I can choose to let that go. Side of the eye, even though I feel this struggle, I can choose to let it go. Down here at the bottom of the eye, under the eye, even though I feel this struggle, I can choose to let it go. Under the nose, even though I feel this struggle, I can choose to let it go. The chin, even though I feel this struggle, I can choose to let it go. I see some comments down here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for engaging. I hope you take a moment to connect to this powerful experience of tapping now or at some point. Down here at the collarbone point, just below the collarbone, even though I feel this struggle, I can choose to let it go. Under the armpit, even though I feel this struggle, I can choose to let it go. We're going to have 2 more rounds with the center body. These points on the center body, I'm going to switch to just this side just because. I'm going to acknowledge that I want to let go of this energy in this next routine. And then our last routine will be welcoming in the new, what it is we want. Even though I find myself focused, or maybe I feel as though I can't focus, I can now realize I'm focusing on what doesn't work. Find a new way, right? Make a list. Does that work? Well, then stop doing that if it doesn't work. Trying a buddy system, trying just on and on. There's about 10 zillion resources for finding ways to focus. Recognize what does not work and let it go. Side of the eye. Even though I feel this struggle, I might feel stuck. I might feel it's just the way life is. I'm going to choose to sever that energy in this moment. Notice what works. Notice what doesn't. Make that logical choice forward. Connecting to what works. This is how I align with my best self. This is how I get her done. under the eye. Even though I feel this struggle, I'm letting go of all the energy, my comfort zone of indecision, my comfort zone of frustration, my comfort zone of anger, giving up, setting myself up for being taken advantage of. I choose to let that go. Under the nose, even though I feel this struggle, I am clearing and removing and releasing all this energy that keeps me on the struggle bus. On the chin, tapping, 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 even though I realize I'm on the struggle bus, I'm getting off right now. And we have a collarbone point. Even though I feel this struggle, I realize my choice, empowering myself to change my routine in this moment. In the armpit, even though I feel this struggle, and I choose to let it go. Welcoming in this new energy. I'm open to these empowering experiences of opportunity, focus, progress. I'm going to tap on both of my points here. And awareness. Side of the eye, I choose to vibrate with the energy, calmness, focus, love, appreciation, opportunity. Under the eye, even though I'm used to things going in one direction, they will now feel uncomfortable. I will have awareness. I will notice my opportunity for choice. And I will choose to be empowered, find opportunity, find that new vibration. Under the nose, even though I've done this for all this time, in this moment, I am finding my new vibration, my new focus, my new awareness, my ability to embrace opportunity, feel progress, choose love. In this moment, I choose, I'm on my chin. Even in this moment, I choose to vibrate higher into a frequency of creativity, confidence, and love. Collarbone, we're here just below the collarbone, even though this might feel uncomfortable. It's perfect because we're trying something new. Going to embrace that discomfort. We're out of our comfort zone, beyond the comfort. Meta comfort, beyond the comfort. And we can still feel confident. We can still choose love, patience, understanding. Beyond our comfort zone is where opportunity is. We haven't found it in our comfort zone, so let's look somewhere else. Under the arm, right here, armpit point, even though all of these things, I'm embracing this moment of discomfort because now I'm in a place of opportunity. Choosing to align with love, confidence, inspiration, top of the head. We have not been here before. This is the point I saved for the last part of my tapping routine. This is that crown chakra. We have our circle of Willis, the anatomy that's right here, this connection between the sides of the two hemispheres of the brain. We have the Chinese medicine, lots and lots of points up here. And this helps us reorganize. I imagine when I'm tapping up here, I imagine kind of like shaking the jar to try to fit a little bit more sugar in there, a little bit more flour, a little bit more cookies in the cookie jar. Just adding that vibration here, stimulating this point that connects us to our higher power or a little bit more of our own being, that bigger picture of the universe, the earth, simply just the sun and the moon, whatever resonates with you most. And as I end the session, I'm saying out loud, I recommend you do as well, I am ready to receive the best of what I'm able to receive right now. And as we stop tapping, we take a nice deep breath in and out. Maybe there's a little pause in between. Notice for just a moment what might feel different. And as we continue with the day, one round of tapping for what we're on here, 15 minutes. It is an amazing tool to use, but it's something that we are trying to use to offset these stubborn thinking patterns that we have. The more often you come to tapping, the more likely you are to keep progressively building on the energy shifts that take place in each session. If you wait until things get super bad and come back to this work, then you'll be starting at a place where things are super bad and you're in the same energy, you're not making that progress for you actually to see the change. So stick with it, please. Come back to it often. There is officially 10 gajillion videos on YouTube. You can buy books, you can buy an app, you can do whatever you want, but come to this work and be guided into it. Make sure you're listening to somebody else directing your work. I'm going to say indefinitely, because if we're just tapping without direction, we might be solidifying those things that are not working for us. So if we are left to our own devices, we want to keep doing what we're doing, right? So I do recommend coming to this work often, coming to this work always with guidance. All right, this is Sarah from Align with Sarah. We've had a few people in and out. I see some messages of love. Thank you so much. And I think we have a new subscriber. That sounds great. I'm here doing live streams. I typically use the YouTube channel for sharing video content for my online classes or for things that I'm doing with established clients. So I don't typically post here unless it's a project that I'm doing with my local BOCES group. And I do have some videos that I needed to post this summer, things that were edited through the media classroom. And I should share them very soon. It's on the list right here. But I come here on Wednesdays. It's the second and the fourth Wednesday to do a live stream. The second Wednesday is focused on EFT. The fourth Wednesday is focused on what I call restorative healing. It is my version of energy healing. It blends Reiki, Chinese medicine, emotion code, body code, a whole bunch of different things, intuitive healing. It's just a really wonderful experience. And I hope you can join me for that as well. So let's see, add a frequently or a Q&A sticker, favorite time of day. I don't know what that means. I just got another notification. I thought it was something important. It's not. Okay, well, anyway, thanks for being here, and I will talk to you again real soon.